All right, here's our first top picks list of the new year. Let's not waste any time. Nina, you have an especially interesting ETF here.
Yeah, it's Vanguard Dividend Appreciation ETF, and the ticker is VIG. Now, dividend stocks and dividend ETFs had underperformed the broader markets last year, mainly because of all these tax increase worries that taxes are going to triple and all that. And now we have a favorable agreement on the dividend tax front, at least. Taxes will go up just slightly, that too only for the higher bracket income tax earners. So I think dividend ETFs will be back in focus. And I like this ETF in particular because this focuses on quality dividends rather than higher dividend yields. Okay. And it holds companies which have been increasing their dividends for the past 10 years and are likely to continue increasing the dividend also. Nice dividend yield plus scope for capital appreciation. And it's a Zacks ETF rank 1.
Okay. Todd, you've got an apartment REIT.
Yeah, I love the dividend theme too. This is an apartment REIT. It's Mid-America Communities. It's MAA is a ticker symbol. And they are an apartment REIT focusing on the Sunbelt region of the U.S. But if they actually, before I get into it, they own or have an ownership interest in 50,000 apartment units. So they're a big player. But like I said, an apartment REIT, they have a dividend yield that pays 4.2%. So again, along with that theme, a very solid yield. They've paid out a dividend 76 consecutive quarters. They've at least kept that flat or increased it without a cut. So good income and a good growth story. I like the apartment REIT story. I don't think it's over. People are still bullish on housing. I think the apartment industry still has a lot of room to grow. Here's why. Demand is increasing and supply is restricted. And what happens when that, basic economics, prices increase. And you're seeing that in average rents. And this company is increasing 4 to 5% a year. Not only that, occupancy rates are rising. So that's driving huge fund from operation growth, huge earnings growth. Analysts have been raising their estimates. The company's delivered 4 straight positive earnings surprises. It's a Zacks #2 ranked buy stock. And you're getting all this at a reasonable price. They traded just 14 times forward earnings. Industry median is at 17 times. So there's a lot to like here.
All right. You have something having to do with pilgrims.
Well, I was getting back to Quakers. Well, I'm originally from Pennsylvania, Quakers, but anyway, I was going to go through a whole stupid story. But Pilgrim's Pride. Yeah. Chicken's been my theme for the past couple of months. I don't know if you guys have
bullish on chicken.
I'm bullish on chicken. Chicken had a really rough year. It's a tough business, and there's a couple players. There's Pilgrims. You've got Tyson Foods, and like 1 or 2 others that control all of the chicken, the majority of it here in the U.S. Anyway, I like Pilgrims coming into the new year because it's relatively cheap. Trades at 12 times forward earnings, and the reason why I like chicken is because first of all, grain prices are expected to be subdued. We're not going to see, hopefully, according to the USDA and several other sources, a repeat of what we saw mid last year, where grain prices just went nuts. Obviously, that's a bad thing for farmers trying to feed their chickens. The other reason why I like chicken is I think consumers are going to be strapped in 2013. I don't think they're going to be impoverished, or I don't think we're going to dip into a deep recession, but consumers are going to be a little strapped. So instead of going for the steak, I think they're going to reach for the chicken. And I think with that said, with grain prices being stable, with consumer demand increasing both here in Europe and in other parts of the world, especially, believe it or not, sub-Saharan Africa and several other countries, I think chicken has a real nice place in 2013. It's also a Zacks rank 1 buy, and it's cheap, trading about $7.50 a share, roughly.
All right. Well, as long as you don't want to start bringing chicken recipes with you, I guess we can.
I make good barbecue. I'm telling you, man. I'll change your life with my chicken.
Thank you for that. And you can also follow the different articles that these folks write about, different themes that they write about in their articles on Zacks.com. So if you're not there already watching these videos, check it out, Zacks.com. With everyone here, I'm Terry Ruffalo.